Hey, what's up guys, my name is Charlie. Today we're going to be reacting to some more Nostalgia Critic, and it's going to be Alone in the Dark. Oh boy, there's an Alone in the Dark movie, I never knew that. I know Alone in the Dark is actually a video game sort of franchise going on. I think I have the whole entire video game franchise on Steam. But I remember playing the Xbox 360 version of Alone in the Dark, I believe, and a lot of people hated that game. I actually thought it was a decent, respectable game. But yeah, obviously this is going to be a movie review of Alone in the Dark. I don't know if it has anything to do with the video game series or the franchise. I don't know. So, yeah, let's check out the video, shall we? Let's go. It doesn't look good. He looks
Hello, I'm a
traumatized.
nostalgia critic. I remember it so you don't have to. Well, it finally happened. I've been traumatized by the movie I just saw.
Yeah.
The film's so bad that my doctor tells me I may never speak again.
I have a
What
fear
film
this is
brought
going to
me
be
to
bad.
such a speechless state? Well, let me tell you the story of a sauerkraut named U.V. Bowl. He is being declared the new Ed Wood of the film world. A man who
Oh, boy.
constantly keeps making horrible movie after horrible movie and yet
Damn.
somehow keeps making money.
Mm.
He mostly makes video game films like House of the Dead and Blood Ring.
Oh, House
His
of the
gimmick
Dead
is
was
that he
absolutely
exercises
dreadful.
German tax
A good
loopholes
dreadful,
that
though.
reward his investments into the film, even if they totally bomb. So if the movie loses money, the investor got a tax write-off. He's also
Oh,
well
boy.
known for challenging his critics to a boxing match and beating the living man shit out of them.
Wow.
Class act. Because of his unfortunate popularity, many of my viewers have been requesting me to review one of his movies. I took a look at one of his more famous films, Alone in the
Alone
Dark,
in the
and
Dark.
I'm now paying the consequences. I'd love to review the movie for you, but I do not want to sound like Stephen Hawking speaking coach. So it looks like I'm going to pass on this one unless I can find someone to
Did
review.
someone say Uwe Boll? Man, I
boy.
wanted to take a shot at that cinematic Hitler from
Rest in
here.
peace, Stephen Hawking,
did
just
you
for the
get
record.
here?
I'm from the
Unfortunately, he's
future.
passed away now.
What?
I'm just kidding, I broke in.
Well, not that I wouldn't want to watch the movie again with you, Spoonie, but I fear a film this bad would take at least 3 reviewers, so unless you can find someone else...
Hi, guys!
Oh,
Damn.
Jesus, no.
I saw the nostalgia signal in the sky.
Nostalgia Critic signal.
Why did I install that?
No one should have to watch Uwe Ball alone, especially with Spoonie.
Hey dude, check out what I
Damn.
can make the nostalgia critic say.
I like to wear women's clothing. I like to wear women's clothing. Well, I guess we have enough people to withstand the horrors of the hole. So
Damn.
what do you say we watch Alone in the Dark with a group?
Is
in
it
the
really
daylight?
that
Sounds
bad?
great, totally looking
It's
forward
gotta
to
be
it.
good, right? It's gotta do something with the video game franchise, maybe? I don't know if it does or not. Free sprockets. Oh boy. This is gonna be interesting. Let's see how bad this movie is. Review Alone in the Dark.
So we start off with an opening text scroll explaining the background of the story.
Okay.
Mine workers discovered the first remnants of a long-lost Native American civilization, the Abkhani. The Abkhani believed there are 2 worlds on this planet, a world of light and a world of darkness.
The Abkhani were kind of stupid that way.
Oh, those credits are long and... Why are they moving so
The
slow?
Abkhani mysteriously vanished from the earth.
They never think to look under the fridge.
A few artifacts remain
Look at it.
hidden in the world's
Good
most
God, how long is this?
It's like
Yeah.
Alone in the Dark, the audiobook.
legends. Bureau 713 began collecting Abkhani artifacts.
Sam, move it faster.
When the
Scroll down
government-
those...
God, how much text is in this movie?
Yeah,
Isn't it
fuck
Bill
it,
for
the hell.
healthcare? Let's get to the friggin' action already.
There, he conducted savage experiments. on
Wow.
children.
That is a long
Boring,
introduction.
This is so boring. This is so boring.
Hundreds
Get to
of
the show.
survived as sleepers, lost souls.
It's like a video game introduction, just a long drawn
Wait,
out
I
one.
missed something. Could you start it again?
No!
Oh, no.
Any
No.
more of that, no. So I guess 22 years before that onslaught of rambling text, there was a
Thank
sweet,
God.
innocent old nun who ran a lovely little orphanage where she sold her children to the most adorable science experiments.
What an
what?
asshole.
The children are my responsibility.
We've been through this before. These children have been specially selected. It's not about a few children. It's about the future of our species.
God.
Wow, James Lipton has found a way to become even hammier.
So one of the kids escapes from the evil experiments and hides in
Okay.
the safest place he can think of, a high-voltage electricity box.
Of course, that's the most safest place.
But it's okay. He's saved by a flash forward to the future.
Oh no, he grew up into Christian Slater.
Did you have a nightmare? My mommy says that there's nothing to be afraid of in the dark.
My mummy also says I should pick an accent before I act. This is Edward, our main character, who makes his living as a professional monologuer.
Why does he look like Michael Keaton? That's what he looks
See,
like.
there's a world around you that you've trained yourself not to see. So maybe you're thinking I'm an
Looks like
asshole scaring
Michael.
a kid for no reason.
No, we think you're an asshole for a lot of other reasons.
When I was 10, I lost my memory. Gone. Erased. You don't have to believe me.
Why start now?
What do you do? I'm a paranormal investigator.
Why do I feel like I've watched this?
Strange and unusual.
I think his performance in The Wizard is an upgrade compared to this.
Chad's been following us since we left the airport. You want me to lose him? Wouldn't mind. Shit!
Be careful! Jesse
I
Ventura
think
knows
I've
to kill
seen
people.
this. Is
So
this
they
where
have
they go
themselves
for
a
the
little
grocery
car chase
shop and
until
they...
Ventura Douche nails them in a corner. Slater tells the cab driver not to move.
Oh my god, I think I've watched this.
So
I,
long,
I
railway
remember.
cab driver guy.
This is coming back to me
to
now.
protect
He goes
us
through the
from
grocery
things we
store
don't believe in. He really sucks at it.
in the
So
market.
rather than just attacking the guy, he climbs up a fence, walks over a bridge, and then attacks the guy. I guess
Yeah.
he figured he could use the exercise. You don't
Yeah,
have to
I
beat
think
up
I've
the
watched
door
this.
valve,
I think
it's
I'm
just a
remembering
little
it now.
window you smash through.
I watched this on Amazon Prime or something like that a
And
long...
he's crashing through another window.
time
What is
ago.
with this guy and his fear of doors? Did a door kill his family?
Yeah.
What is with the physically impossible Street Fighter move?
Panic, boom!
Nobody can levitate a kick like that from off the ground.
Unless, of course, the man was...
Chuck Norris.
He's not Chuck Norris.
So Slater tries to shoot the guy, but it turns out bullets are just like milk duds being thrown at him.
Yes, because it worked so well the first time.
Yeah. Shoot him in the head. Jesus.
So wait a minute, knocking him
works.
senseless does nothing, shooting him does nothing, but falling on a sharp pointy stick that just happens to be laying around on the ground is what kills him.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
Yeah, maybe he shot him in the
Unless, of course,
heart.
that
or
man was...
it was in...
Chuck Norris.
No,
Nah.
he's not
no,
Chuck
no, no,
Norris.
no, no,
He's
no
not
sense.
Chuck Norris.
So we get to a scientist named Aileen, played by Tara Reid. How do we know she's a scientist? Well, because she has glasses, of course. And as we all know, any woman who has glasses is either a scientist or an adventurous librarian. As if wearing glasses makes you look any smarter.
Yeah. that's such a critic.
I need
That
glasses.
guy.
It's probably for the big Alcani show.
Upconny? What the hell's
Yeah, I think I've seen this movie
Ancient Native
before. I
American
just forgot about
civilization.
it. I just
Okay,
want to
yeah,
note that for
don't
the
you know,
record.
like, everyone
I'm
knows
starting
about
to
the Apani
remember it.
tribe.
It was all over MTV News
I
last
watched it.
week.
For
A long time
sure.
ago.
So we see Slater trying to walk away from the plot when he has a sudden suspicion like he's being followed. And he's not.
Huh. You know, from the way they were shooting, I could have sworn he was being followed.
Nope, he's just walking home with no conflicting obstacles whatsoever.
Huh.
Huh.
Kind of pointless, really.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, what's up with
So it
that?
turns out, a paranormal agent makes pretty good money.
Yeah.
As he lives in what looks like a mix between a garage and a furniture showroom.
So he looks at his archaeological decoder ring to see if he can find any clues as to what it translates out to.
That's some high-tech gadgets to drink you up.
We then cut
Boy,
to a
that's
ship in the middle of the sea where Professor Lionel Hudgens and Gordon
Oh my God.
here make an
Is that
incredible
guy from-
discovery. A box made out of 100% pure gold.
Whatever's inside must be worth a fortune.
Oh, you have no idea.
But
He
fast
looks
as you can say,
familiar.
hands off me booty, the sailors lock the professor in another room and try to steal the box away, opening it up and releasing a horrible creature.
Oh boy. Is it a mummy or something? Who
Oh
knows?
no, my acting is going Shatner.
Shatner's acting, oh god.
For some reason,
I always
everyone
loved
decides
Shatner's
to
acting. It's funny.
just walk off the movie.
There's
I mean,
something on the
geez,
plane.
I knew Uwe Boll was a horrible
Something
director,
on the
but
wing.
to have all the actors just walk off the movie at the same time, that's pretty bad.
So the professor opens up the door that was just locked a second ago to find that the entire crew has been murdered. This gets the attention of the Agency of Paranormal Investigations, Bureau 713,
Oh, yeah.
one of the most
Wow.
attractive people that GQ can afford.
There's no malfunction, sir.
Could you really believe a government facility that spends money on
Hey look, it's that
paranormal
guy who
activity?
consistently
Ain't gonna
almost
happen.
has a
It's a waste
career.
of funds.
Stephen Dorff?
Yes.
So Slater makes his way back to his old orphanage in the hopes of figuring out the secrets to his past and the fact that some of his old friends are disappearing.
Ah.
It's happening again.
I need your help.
Why does this feel like the
I
Highlander?
want to find the others.
I'll get their files. Come on.
So let's go back the way we just came.
Blocking at its best, folks.
I was recruited into Bureau 713.
What, now we're
when I was
back
20.
here?
Wow, that
This
was
movie
quick.
jumps around more than a Mexican jumping bean on a grasshopper on a jackrabbit on a pogo stick.
Damn. That's bizarre.
This movie sucks!
Yep, I think we can agree
So he
with
talks
that.
with an old pal to figure out if there's anything all the people who have been disappearing recently have in common.
I tracked down the three you asked me about.
Even though you are showing him for, you moron.
Nothing much in common except they all grew up in the same orphanage.
Oh, is that all? Just the same orphanage. It's like saying, oh, they have nothing in common except for, like, that one huge thing they have in common.
So because this movie can't sit still for 2 seconds, he goes to yet another location, the museum where that archaeological hottie works.
Edward,
God, I missed you.
I've seen her before
thought you were
from
dead,
another
asshole.
movie.
We loves Edward, we loves him so much. Oh, we hates Edward, we hates him with all our...
No, seriously, Critic, it just doesn't work unless you actually have the Gollum voice.
My precious.
No, honey, it's okay.
Don't do that with that voice. Don't do my precious.
So Aline analyzes the artifact and comes up with some
Aline.
baffling conclusions.
Aline.
Thing is,
I've
they're
seen
all
that
from
actor
different
before.
locations.
I know her from
Australia,
another movie.
Newfoundland, Alaska, and now this one from Chile.
I've definitely seen her from
Burying
other
the ends
movies.
of the earth.
Yeah, but why? If you want someone to build a puzzle, why would you hide the pieces so far apart?
Because it's a puzzle, you dummy! It's
Yeah.
supposed to be hard to solve!
Yeah.
Things look bad when suddenly the lights in the museum start flickering on and off, and it
Of
probably doesn't
course.
help that the security guard has just 2 days left before retirement.
Oh boy.
Yeah, flickering lights. Uwe Boll is
I
actually trying
hate
to
that
scare us
stuff.
with flickering lights.
Yeah,
All that's
flickering
missing is a guy
lights.
on a microphone trying to make scary sound effects.
Look out for the flickering
Boy.
lights! Oh, there may be a ghost somewhere!
Oh boy. Ooh, what the hell's that?
Remember me
Damn.
as a brilliant security guard. So Edward and Aileen see the beast and try their best to get away from it.
It's like a alien scorpion thing going on.
Oh yeah, and trap yourself inside the building. Don't run out of the building or into the streets where someone could help you. This is much more sensible.
But thankfully, Stephen Dorff and friends come in to try and save the day, and
Of
of course
course.
be an ignorant jackass as well.
Got a little soft since you left 713? Why are you still here?
I just got my ass chased around this goddamn museum by something I couldn't see. I want to know what 713 knows
You're
about
not
it.
713 anymore.
Oh, he's from I've seen him before. He's from
That
Blade,
means
I
it's none of your
believe.
fucking business.
He's from Blade. He
business of that little girl?
We've got
plays
this done.
Frost, I believe.
You're right, Burke.
I'm starting to recognize most of
Maybe I
these
have gotten
characters,
soft.
these
Just keep walking.
actors.
Is he trying to out Slater, Christian Slater?
So Edward goes to the old doctor friend he saw earlier to see if he's discovered anything about the Jesse Ventura guy.
Why the hell was he trying to kill me?
This might have something to do with it.
Oh, that's
Seen this
gross.
kind of
I'm
symbiosis
sorry.
before.
That's just gross.
See why his entire
Oh,
nervous system's
why do you
If
have
by
to see that?
compromised, you mean invincible!
Scanner's still giving a rating.
What?
Well, it appears you have one too. Oh, we got a cutscene. I'll tell you later. Yay.
So we
Cutscene.
see the professor guy apparently has been keeping some of these monsters for himself, taking their blood and injecting it into his own.
Damn.
What does this have to do with the story?
Yeah.
Nothing. Google is just a weird fuck.
That's good, MacGuffin.
The man who attacked me yesterday was after
Shut
the
up!
I
Good lord,
Boy.
he can monologue about anything. I was on my way to get my prostate checked.
I suddenly realized I forgot to TiVo Lost.
Why the hell was I in Star Trek 6?
But his monologuing doesn't last long as he's interrupted by Aileen dropping by his place. Well, perhaps she's come to share some info or figure out why he lied about being dead, or maybe she's just a whore.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that works. I mean,
what kind of woman acts like this? Just breaks into your home and starts making out with you.
that's okay with me.
Granted, I
I'd
wish
love
more
that.
women acted like that, but this is really pushing it.
Yeah, but I'd love that if some just
Maybe
random
she
chick
left
broken
her
in and
heat
just
inside his mouth
started
and
making
can
love to
only
me.
get it out with her tongue.
In fact, how come there's no narration here? Don't you think this would
Oh,
be an interesting
boy.
spot to have a monologue?
I couldn't believe this chick. I mean, she just broke into my home and started doing me.
Maybe it's that new Axe body spray, or the fact that I started bathing again.
Why the hell was I in Star Trek 6?
Why the hell does this remind me of The Room when he's having sex with Belly Button?
Seems all the pieces fit together.
No shit,
Oh, is that
Sherlock.
what you call what we just did? I mean, I slapped you after we hugged. You don't even want to know what I'm going to do after we have sex. Cha.
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 Uh-oh.
Flickering
Movables turning the
lights.
light switch on and off again, which must mean there's
Jesus.
danger nearby.
Stay there.
I'll bravely abandon you so you can fend for yourself.
So they're approached by more people with compromised nervous systems, but luckily their magic glowy bullets hurt them now.
Oh, wow.
How many more are there?
Okay.
Oh great, the whole fight scene is shot in the dark so you can't see the action.
Yeah, great. What is this, Doom? Or Resident Evil? What the hell is this crap? Oh, fucking hell, the flashes are gonna give me a fucking seizure.
Luckily Dorson
Oh,
the King
bloody hell.
fly again to save the day.
How do they even know these guys are evil? They could have been innocent civilians.
Sorry for those who have
wandered in.
epilepsy and just had a seizure.
What's all
Oh,
these flashing lights?
Jesus.
Oh, not radical.
If you got epilepsy, don't watch this.
I brought science!
Pizza delivery.
Oh no, he's dead.
Hey, Bert!
What? He didn't even hit her! I mean, look at it. It goes right above her head. Was the shock that somebody was trying to kill her just too much for her to handle?
Actually think about it, that gunshot was computer generated, so the director actually had to say in post-production make sure that shot doesn't hit her. What a
Damn.
cocksucking douchebag.
It's like he's taunting us with how bad he is. Like he can post anything he wants and yet somehow he'll still say rich. Only in America.
And yet ironically, with a German.
What the hell's going on here?
I got a feeling this is just the beginning.
Oh,
How long is this
God.
movie?
Please, no,
This movie
don't
has
let this
talent
just
for
be the
somehow having
beginning.
Too much plot and yet no plot at all.
That's funny, man.
So they put together that all the nasty monsters and zombie people are coming from this one cave or mine or something. So they load up and get ready to go snooping around.
Of
Wait
course.
for my command. We've got 3 perimeters of flashlight set up. Gatling guns into electromagnetic.
Oh, this is
check,
painful.
and
I'm
every
sorry,
robot
guys,
in
but
the
this
vicinity
truly
shooting.
is
Look,
god
I don't
awful.
care what you have to do.
I
Get
do
more
love
bodies down
just
here
random
now.
yelling.
Look at this place. We need more.
No, we need more.
More stuff. Please do more stuff than the stuff that the other guy is doing. Stuff.
I gotta have more cowbell.
So everybody suits up and guards the cave to make sure no monsters or zombie folk can break in.
Oh,
And
boy.
it's probably a bad thing to mention that every single one of these soldiers has just 2 days left before retirement.
So about the next 10 minutes of film is pretty much just our heroes roaming through Big Thunder Mountain here. Padding, 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 padding. Hey look, a wall! That's different!
Hello.
Nah, he's dead. Let him go.
See, that's what happens when you go up against Sub-Zero.
Yeah,
So
true.
as you'd imagine, a bunch more of those HR Geiger droppings attack the soldiers.
But that doesn't stop our heroes from still snooping around.
I don't think we're supposed to be here.
No shit.
You're an idiot.
Yeah.
What? John,
Lay down, lay down. Relax, everything's gonna be fine.
Well, she's a goner.
Well, yeah, she's dead. Yeah, she's
shoot
totally
it.
dead.
Shoot it? Try shooting it, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's dead now. Thanks a lot, Bureau
Yeah, why didn't
713's
they shoot
finest.
it?
You guys, check this out.
Oh, it's okay, she's dead. Just move on like that.
It's a warning. It says once you make it down here alive, you're already dead.
So,
But
who
if you
read
come
it?
down here dead, you'll become alive.
Yeah, but if you're half dead and half alive, then you might have a better chance of getting fixed.
Then again,
Of
if
course,
you're
there
half
are
dead or
black
half alive
lanterns,
like
zombies
in
like
put a
that.
maybe
special
there's a
red
chance some
rain
sort
on
of
the
mumbo
arches. You
jumbo
weren't
man.
taking out the arches.
Yeah, that's-
Recharge thing.
Spock
By the way,
logs
get
down
stressed.
under the
That's
Genesis
what
planet,
stones
Spock
into
gets
the-
up.
Come on, let's move.
What if you're already dead, you're in there, so can you come out dead or alive? I don't know.
Wait a minute, she tilted her head up. Play that again.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Oh,
what is
come
with
on.
that? How do you get away with that? I
Yeah.
guess Steven Dorff was right. She really would be okay.
Maybe it's
Nobody
body
associated with this
reflexes.
movie is okay.
So the GI schmoes work their way into a dark laboratory where they make an astonishing discovery.
713. They implanted us with those things.
We've been trying to stop something. They created the whole time. My guys are dying out there for nothing. For fucking nothing!
Wow.
Damn it!
Calm down. They're just Marine soldiers. They're on the paycheck.
I'm acting. I like to wear women's clothing. I like to wear...
Well, he does wear eyeliner, so... Star
Now
the
it
Critic
says
did
if you
wear
made it to
eyeliner.
this door, you weren't intimidated by the other door.
The answers I've been looking for my whole life could be on the other side of this thing.
Oh, God.
Some doors are meant to stay shut.
Oh,
Yeah, like
come
the DVD
on.
case to this movie.
I bet your legs can't stay shut.
I spent 20 years looking for the key for that door. Does this place bring back memories, Carnby?
Why don't they just break the
You
door
were
down
my
with
failure.
explosives?
If you hadn't escaped, 713 would never have shut down my experiments.
And I would have gotten away with it too if it hadn't been for you pesky kids. Ruh-roh. Ow, and that mangy dog.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
So Dorff does a perfect underhanded throw to the guy's chest.
Damn, that's impressive. Was
So
this
then they open the door
Platoon?
and find that all sorts of monsters are there ready to meet the world. They decide the only logical thing to do is what all people with explosives do. Explode things. So Dorff sacrifices himself. Don't ask, he just does. As
Yeah.
Edward and Aileen get out through a back way that leads, coincidentally, back to the orphanage.
Wow.
Wait a minute. It was night a second ago. Now it's day. That makes no sense.
What do you know? Haven't you heard of suspension of disbelief?
So now with the monsters blown up, everything is fine, right? No!
Nope.
For it turns out some other group of monsters that was never explained or shown to us attacked the city while they were fighting in the cave, resulting in a complete evacuation of the entire city, all in one night!
Yeah, damn, that's not gonna happen. There would be dead bodies
That's
everywhere.
a lot to buy, movie.
Yeah,
That
that's...
is a lot to
That ain't
buy.
happening.
One night. They evacuated the city in one night.
What, so
Holy
like
fuckballs,
40
it's
million?
just stupid.
And you know what makes it really tragic is that everyone in the city had just 2 days left till retirement.
Shut up.
And on top of that, didn't those monsters just do a dandy cleanup job? I mean, wow, there's not a speck of debris or a drop of blood on the ground.
Yeah.
These are the cleanest of hell's demonic minions ever.
And just when you thought this movie couldn't possibly rip off any other famous horror films, tell me what this reminds you of.
Reminds me of the Evil Dead.
Watch Evil Dead much?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I look like the Evil Dead
So that
camera.
was Uwe Ball's Alone in the Dark. How does it fare up? Horrible!
Yeah, it's
Awful.
horrible.
Horrible.
See why this guy is called the next Ed Wood. His stories make no sense, there's no originality, the plot holes are just gigantic, and on top of all that, it has nothing to do with the game it was based on.
There, it's over.
Oh, so
Now
it was
leave.
about the
I got
game
all these
related.
other Uwe Boll movies we can watch, like House of the Dead.
Oh god, the House of the
Remember
Dead.
to buy Revolution of the Mask?
Why, what about Dungeon Siege?
Hey, you leave him alone!
Well, if you want to watch some hot chicks, I got Blood Rain. Meow. Blood Rain 2.
What's this?
5.
5!
Bloody Three Stooges going on here.
We can watch Seed.
That's it, Critic! It's on now!
I'm nostalgic lyric. I remember it so you don't have to.
Oh boy, yeah. God, that was painful. With love. Yeah, I gotta say, Alone in the Dark, the movie, I remember it now. I watched it. I think I watched it again on Amazon Prime, but I did watch it before that. But I watched it recently, about 4 years ago on Amazon Prime, I believe. And yeah, I think I forgot about the movie. I think maybe I wanted to forget the movie. Maybe I maybe I was so traumatized by the movie that I forgot about it. Yeah, but sometimes I don't remember the movies and I've actually watched them. So that happens. I'm like, oh, I don't think I've ever heard of this movie. And then when I actually watch the trailer or the movie parts, then it comes back to me. I got a brain like a fish. You know, it's really bad. But yeah, I remember Alone in the Dark, and it was it was quite an experience, let me put it that way. It was a bad movie. Well, I wouldn't say it was a bad movie. I would say it's a watchable bad movie. You know, there's movies that you can't watch, and there's movies you can watch. And you can watch Alone in the Dark, even though it's cheesy and terrible. It's a watchable film. Um, and I think that alone deserves credit. I mean, a point. And that's it. That's all that's great about the movie, is that it can be bearable, it can be watchable, and that's the best thing about it, at least. But yeah, it's terrible. The movie is absolutely god awful. But I mean, from what I remember, I just want to note this: The House of the Dead is absolutely god awful. I know we're talking about Alone in the Dark here, but I just want to note The House of the Dead. Uh, I mean, that movie was just absolutely god awful. When I watched, well, when I played the video games, because they're my favorite video games, The House of the Dead. You know, the arcade machines, you shoot them with the gun and all that. That was totally awesome. So when I heard the movie of The House of the Dead, stuff like that, when I watched it, what a huge disappointment. You know, it was just a huge disappointment. It was not what I was expecting. I was expecting something much better than what I was. I mean, you know, it's like the Doom movie. You know, you expect something a little bit better. You know, like the video game. So when they make a movie-based video game, so to speak, you know, a game based on a movie and stuff like that, you expect it to be good, but why does it always turn out to be god awful, like the Assassin's Creed movie? So yeah, I just want to note that, because when they make movies on video games, they always turn out to be a piece of shit, don't they? And, you know, like the Assassin's Creed movie, Alone in the Dark, Doom. Although I did enjoy Doom. Not a lot of people did enjoy that movie, but I enjoyed it because it had The Rock on it, and that was the only redeemable thing. It had The Rock on it. But yeah, a lesson learned, if you want to learn anything from this, is that don't get your hopes up on a video game movie-based thing. Lower your expectations, because it's never going to be amazing. It's never going to be great. And it's just a sad reality. But yeah, Alone in the Dark, I would give it a skip. I mean, I'd watch it if you got a friend and you want to get drunk. Go for it. But yeah, if you like this video, make sure to give a like, comment down below, and make sure to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.